Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Elite Academy, and today we are going to talk about the most important practical yet very important tips for all those who are writing Mains 2024 from tomorrow itself. So when we are talking about Mains 2024, ये कुछ बातें आपको ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए और इनको reiterate करना है. Maybe you would have come across these points which I am going to talk about in the whole course of your preparation. But yes, we need to reiterate these points. So starting with the first step. First most important tip I want to give is with respect to the time management. And time management, especially GS papers में आपको क्या करना है? GS 1, 2, 3 you will be getting 10 questions 10 marker, 10 questions 20 marker. There the strategy of time management should be that every 10 marker you have to attempt in 7 minutes and the 15 marker you have to attempt in 11 minutes. But yes, when it comes to GS4, your strategy should change and you should first attempt the case studies, and case studies you should try to wind up in the best case within 1 hour 30 minutes, and in the worst case you have to wind it up within 1 hour 45 minutes so that you can do justice with these section A questions, because we have always found that ethics paper becomes very bulky. So this is very important. But when we are talking about GS 1, 2, 3, that we have to give 7 minutes for each 10 marker and 11 minutes for each 15 marker, it is not easy. Yes, we need to follow that pattern, but yes, जितने easy ये कहना है उतना ही difficult इसको follow करना है, because when you will write then you will struggle and you will find that whether we should start 10 marker or 15 marker. Our advice would be always start with 15 marker, because in 15 marker you will get many demands, and especially the 15 marker questions will be not straightforward, so you have to put in a lot of analysis, and when you write them with fresh minds you will be able to use your analytical mind and you will be able to generate a lot of dimension and fresh points. When it comes to 10 marker, if we start with the 10 marker first, then the temptation would be to write more and we will not be able to balance time. So always finish your 15 markers where the demand will be more and you can write the analytical questions and your analysis with proper time. And when you are writing the 10 question, maybe it will happen that the last 2-3 questions will be affected. So in that case, at least write 17 to 18 questions with proper introduction, body and conclusion, and even if anything is getting affected, the last 2 questions are getting affected. There, maybe you cannot follow strictly the introduction, body, conclusion, but hit the main demand of the question. That way, you have to focus on managing the time for all the GS papers. Next tip is with respect to the speed or completion of the paper. Many times the students will ask this question, sir, should we focus on the quality content or the completion? See, we cannot compromise anything. Completion of the paper is also important, and with quality content, that is very important. When it comes to completion of the paper, sometimes you would have experienced that whatever test series you have written till date, you must have completed and you would have written all the 20 questions. This is category A student. There are other set of students who would have not completed the paper till date. But yes, whatever is your category, you have to remember that when you are writing in the main exam and in the final exam, you have to attempt at any cost. You cannot compromise. Quality definitely you have to maintain. Now, talking about how to do it, it will all depend upon your mindset and the willpower. कुछ भी हो, ये मान लो कि मरो चाहे जो भी करो, लेकिन आपको पेपर जरूर कंप्लीट करना है. हाथ में दर्द हो रहा है, वॉलिन स्प्रे करनी पड़ रही है, क्रोसिन खाना पड़ रहा है, बट यू हैव टू कंप्लीट द पेपर. मोटिवेट योरसेल्फ. गाना गाओ, दबंग का गाना गाओ, लक्ष्य का गाना गाओ, वॉट एवर, जो इस गाने से आपको मोटिवेशन मिलता है, यू हैव टू फिनिश एट एनी कॉस्ट. It is non-negotiable. Now the third important tip I'm going to talk about is the presentation. See, when we are talking about content definitely is important, but presentation is also important. By default, you have to follow this introduction, body, conclusion. The presentation would be same according to the different demand of the question. Don't miss any demand of the question, hit the demand of the question. Now, when we talk about the presentation of the question, introduction, body, conclusion will be there, and it should be there in most of the question, at least 17-18 question. Only last 2 questions will be affected and you will be writing it in point format and directly hitting the demand of the question. Now, when we talk about the presentation, you have to also keep in mind that when you are reading the question, while reading itself, you will get certain names, either committees, judgment, articles, or the name of the important people, important persons, the experts related to agriculture or related to economy, Thomas Piketty or Raghuram Rajan, depending upon how they align with the ideology of the present day government, MS Swaminathan, or any expert of the respective field, the name will pop up to your mind. Try to use them in your answers. That will add value. At the same time, you have to also keep in mind for certain common subjects, common areas like society, world history, geography, history, You can also use the India's map or world map. Try to draw the India map or the world map within the 30 seconds so that you can add value, and always integrate your maps or the diagrams with your answers. Talking about diagrams, by now you must have practiced using the diagrams like pie chart or graph or any sort of diagram in your answers. But do refrain from using hub and spoke model, because hub and spoke is not the replacement of diagram, or it is not replacement of the content. We have seen that many times students, they end up writing their main content of body or conclusion or the way forward in hub and spoke model. Don't do that. Only you can afford to do it in the last question when you are running out of the time. But in rest of the question, don't do that. So sprinkle, when you are talking about the presentation, sprinkle the names, the value addition, the case studies, the example and data here and there so that your presentation will be better, right? So this is one important thing you have to keep in mind. But always remember, use the relevant ones at the right place. कहीं भी कैसे भी जबरदस्ती उसको ऐड करने की या उसको जोड़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now the next most important tip is with respect to the content. We cannot deny that content is not the king. Definitely content is the king. Now the aspirants, they always struggle with whether should we maintain the width or the depth in the answer. See, it is not advisable that you take 2-3 dimension and elaborate on 2-3 dimension. UPSC is conducting this exam to check whether you are suitable for a civil servant or not. So dimensions would be needed. So depth in the dimension would be appreciated by UPSC. Don't assume that examiner will not know anything and you are elaborating the topics or elaborating your points or the dimension. Don't do that. And similarly, don't cut short on your explanation. A good amount of 1 or 2 lines of explanation with right substantiation is must. Now, how to generate dimensions, we have already discussed, and by now you all must have your strategy. So one very good approach is the stakeholder approach, be it the people, government, private sector or the international organization. These are all stakeholders, the environment. Think from their point of view, you will be able to generate the dimension. Other ways, follow the GS syllabus approach. You will be able to think and you will never run short of the dimensions. And this is very, very important, because when you are not maintaining the depth, definitely you will be compromising on your marks. Now I would be talking about certain specific tips on essay paper, because tomorrow morning you are going to write the first paper itself is the essay paper, right? So when we are talking about essay paper, you have to remember these points. The first point is the selection of the topics. Many times students, they feel that okay, these are the topics and I will write on a different topic because the rest of the topics are common topics and most of the aspirants are writing on those topics. So I will choose a different topic. Don't commit this mistake. Your approach should be, I will choose the easiest topic which I know and on which I can better express myself, on which I can present my arguments and I can write the whole content in more cohesive manner and comprehensive way, right? That should be your approach. Don't try to write something different and you might feel that it will be awarded or rewarded by the examiner. Don't have this approach, and you follow the simple approach. Whatever is the easiest topic, whichever is the easiest topic for you, write on it. Next, in essay paper, you have to also keep in mind that there would be many topics which are GS like topics. GS के जो subjects होते हैं उससे मिलते जुलते वो topics रहेंगे, be it terrorism और governance और any history के कोई topics हो सकते हैं. The chances are that you will have very good content because you have read that topic in your GS syllabus. But don't treat it as a GS answer, and it should not be elaborate the GS answer. By this I mean that you should not dump your data, example, case studies just because it is a topic which you have read. So treat it as an essay topic, because if UPSC is conducting this essay exam and they have kept this essay paper, they are testing certain skills and you have to showcase those skills. You don't have to display or dump the knowledge which you have gathered, right? So you focus more on the originality, the innovative arguments, and write one argument substantiated with the help of any case studies or example. Don't try to dump too many example and case study, and that will not work. So you have to maintain a fine balance of arguments and substantiation. That will happen only when you will treat the topics as essay topic rather than treating them as a GS topic. So refrain from dumping your knowledge and don't treat it like a elaborate GS answer. Next very important tip is with respect to the planning of the essay. Many times students, they plan their essay properly, the first essay properly, and they will plan it, they will write it beautifully, but they will compromise in the second essay because they have not given the due attention to the planning of that particular essay, and thus they are not able to balance the time. So here my approach, which I generally advise and which we have also followed, is plan both the essays in advance. When you plan both the essays in advance, you will get sufficient time to plan because you are thinking and brainstorming with a fresh mind. So give 20 minutes to first topic and brainstorm, give 20 minutes to the next topic, second topic, and in advance itself you plan it. So with this, you will be able to wind up the whole planning in 40 minutes and here and there the 5 minutes. So within 45 minutes, you have done the planning of both the essays. Remaining time you utilize to write those essays on the topic 1 and topic 2. So that way the planning will not get compromised and you will be able to generate the arguments, the dimensions, the counter arguments, how a proper introduction should be, and linking it with the proper conclusion. So this way you balance your time so that none of the essay gets compromised. Next thing which you have to remember is, as soon as you get the essay copy, you have to count the number of pages, because this was a personal experience that first essay was given more number of pages and the second essay was given less number of pages. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि जब आप लास्ट पेज पे पहुंचो तब आपको रियलाइज हो कि अच्छा पेजेस खत्म हो गए. सो डू काउंट इन एडवांस, अकॉर्डिंगली यू प्लान how much space you are going to give to introduction, body and conclusion, the counter arguments, the arguments, and accordingly write. Otherwise it should not be a surprise element for you in the end. Also, many of the students, they feel that they cannot write innovative introduction or proper introduction which can attract the examiner. No, don't go with this mindset and this limitation. You all can write a very good introduction because we all love to read a good introduction which can engage us. So yes, you can also write a good introduction. So do not hesitate to innovate. Do innovate and do write an introduction which will captivate the reader, the examiner, with whatever substance you are going to talk about. And one most important tip here you have to keep in mind, whatever you are writing in introduction, try to link the same in the conclusion. Let's say you are talking about Mr. Ram or anyone, any character is there whom you have introduced in the essay, in the introduction. Do talk about the person in the conclusion as well, because let's say if you are writing Ram is a very poor person and this is the story, then link in the conclusion that how the government steps or the initiatives or the different actions or the society together can help Ram for a better life. So this way it will be a complete circle and it will give a comprehensive outlook to the whole essay, a cohesive approach लगेगा. Right? So remember these points. Whatever I have told till now, it is not that you are listening for the first time. आपने पूरी जो preparation की है उसमें कहीं ना कहीं सुना होगा, but it was important to reiterate these points. क्योंकि कल से जो आपका frame of mind होगा, that mind and the mindset is very important so that you can ride with full josh for the next 1 week or 9 days, 10 days जो भी हमारा schedule है. Having said that, have a good sleep. प्रॉपर फूड, न्यूट्रिशन एंड स्लीप सब फॉलो करना है फॉर द एग्जाम. यू डू कैरी योर एनर्जी बार्स, वाटर और जो भी पेन पेपर सारी चीज़ें हैं अच्छे से पैक करिए. जो गैप होता है उस गैप के लिए कुछ रिविजन मटेरियल, रिविजन स्टफ रखिए अपने साथ एंड डू नॉट कॉम्प्रोमाइज ऑन योर माइंड सेट. बी हैप्पी, गो विद दैट एनर्जी. आप ट्रीट करिए कि आप किसी वॉर पे जा रहे हो एंड हैव दैट एग्रेसिव अप्रोच, हैव दैट एनर्जी दैट यू आर गोइंग टू फाइट एंड यू आर गोइंग टू किल इट. Right? So that energy, that aggressive approach is very very important for the next 10 days and you all can do it and I'm very very sure जो भी आपकी strategy है ये 10 दिन उस strategy को, उस approach को या जो भी आपने follow किया है उसको implement करने का time है. So this is your day. You have been waiting for it from last 1 year. So do not compromise on any aspect. Whatever is your energy within the paper or after the paper should not compromise your next day or the next paper. तो जो भी हो जाता है उसको भूल के आगे बढ़ना है एंड जस्ट रॉक इट. ऑल द बेस्ट. सी यू ऑल इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो.